We share our concerns about the recent comments made during a public comment by Bob Anderson at the last County Council meeting on January 21st, 2020. His comments to the County Council was a direct attack on the constitutional First Amendment rights, freedom of speech. His request to Council is to repeal the comment period during the County Council meeting because of his disagreement of what he said, quote, lynch mobs, as it relates to the resignation of Austin Beard from County Council because of his violation of oath of office as he attempted to represent District 5 of Andrews while living in District 4 of Georgetown. Also, for the recent announcement of County Administrator Sal Hemingway retirement, Scott Proctor, the Financial Director, and others that wish to follow him. Also, in his comments, he asked that the County Council by submitting an ordinance that will end single-member district in Georgetown County, which we know won't happen. It was clear that the presentation that was being made had prior approval and communication by those in charge because the speaker was given an additional 3 minutes and 48 seconds to continue his attack on freedom of speech of the citizens. For the chairman, Mr. John Thomas, to allow such insightful words and tone, it should have signaled to the County Council that there is a need for change in the leadership as it relates to the chairman's position. County Council should not allow such insightful words such as lynching and mob in days and time of all the injustice that's going on right now in the United States and across the world. The citizens of Georgetown are very disappointed with such inactions. Infighting of violence is hate and very unnecessary. This is a clear and bold attempt to suppress and silence the voice of the citizens of Georgetown that disagrees with the ongoing irregularities in county government as it remains today and the discriminatory practices in the hiring of qualified minorities versus white friends and family members as they do today. This is the racial division and good old boy systems that has been going on in Georgetown and this country since its beginning. Again, by calling to end single-member district, it is voter suppression and taxation without representation.
Real quick, last month, a couple of weeks ago, I'm sorry, when Mr. Anderson was speaking, was he reading or was he speaking off the cuff? I wasn't at the meeting. He was reading, so those comments were written out.
Yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I wasn't here, so I didn't see.
Those were written comments.
Okay.
And the interesting thing about it, when he made the insightful remarks, he asked the county council, can he continue, the chairman? And for the county council to allow him to continue, it tells us that there was something been talked about, obviously, prior to this meeting. So obviously someone had to approve this. If not, it sure look that way. If it walks like a duck, look like a duck, talks like a duck, it's a duck.